Hello. Today I am going to discuss about MCQ um, on animal kingdom. So let's start with the first question. So the first question is, consider the following features. Option the organ system levels of organization, bilateral symmetry, true coelomates with segmentation of body. So for three statements have given here, and you have to select the correct option of animal groups which possess all the above characteristics. So here so organ systems level of organization, bilateral symmetry, and true coelomates with segmentation of body. So three feature in which animal groups these three features are available. So you have to choose the correct answer. So here the correct answer will be annelids, arthropod, and chordata. So the correct answer will be option B. So why option B is correct? So let's explain. So explanation: the annelida and arthropods and chordates all exhibit organ system level of organization, bilateral symmetry and true coelom, and metameric segmentation of the body, which is a key evolutionary advancement for efficient locomotion and organ arrangement. So this is the explanation. So other options like the other options why other options are not correct. So mollusca lacks segmentations. We know very well that mollusca don't have any kind of segmentations in their body, and mollusca lacks segmentations. So mollusca lacks segmentations. So in so the okay among these four options, in all options mollusca are common. That's why here I have given you that the mollusca lack segmentations. Mollusca lacks segmentations against and mollusca lacks segmentations like snails. So let's move to the next question. So here the question number 2: which of the following animals are true coelomates with bilateral symmetry? So options are given in the next page. So let's move to the options. So again I am repeating, which of the following animals are true coelomates with bilateral symmetry? True coelomates, bilateral symmetry. So four options are given here. So adult echinoderms, option B Aschelminthes, option C Platyhelminthes, option D annelids. So all true bilateral symmetry and true coelomates are present in annelids. So the correct answer will be option D, annelida. So explanation: annelida is a triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical and true coelomates. The echinoderms have a true coelom but show radial symmetry. Very important point. So echinoderms have all these three: triploblast, bilateral symmetry, but and it has a true coelomates, but it is a radial. It has a radial symmetry. So and Aschelminthes, it's a nematodes. Aschelminthes nematodes have a pseudocoeloms, not true coeloms. So and platyhelminthes are acylomates. Platyhelminth is acylomate without body cavity. So this is the explanation for this question. Very important questions. Just if you want to PDF, then comments on the comment sections I'll provide, and you can provide your email that so I can provide you through the email of PDF of this explanation paper PDF. So next question number 3. Question number 3, which one, and these questions have been came since all these questions have come in NEET exams. So this is the previous questions, previous 44 years questions I am discussing here. So you can get all the previous questions which has come in the NEET exams since last 44 years, and then so watch the full video and you can get all the series of explanation MCQ with the explanation. So let's move to which one of the following kinds. So next question, which of one of the following kinds of animals are triploblastic? So three layers have the triploblastic. So for option, flatworms, sponges, ctenophores and corals. So the correct answer will be the flatworms. So explanation, triploblastic animals have 3 germ layers: ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Flatworms. So flatworms belongs to the platyhelminthes, are the first triploblastic animals in evolution. So sponges are cellular levels and triploblastic. So mesoderm is absent, so it is a diploblastic animals, and ctenophores and corals are also diploblastic animals. So this is the explanation for this question. So let's move to the next question. So next question, which one of the following statements about certain given animals is correct? So roundworms are pseudocoelomates and mollusks are acylomates. Insects are pseudocoelomates. Flatworms are coelomates. So the correct answer, so you have to choose the correct statement. So statements about the given. So correct statements is roundworms or aschelminthes are pseudocoelomates. So the correct answer is option A. Roundworms are aschelminthes which have pseudocoelomates. And flatworms or platyhelminthes don't have any kind of coelomates. So let's move to the explanation for this question. So aschelminthes or nematode have a pseudocoelomates body cavity not completely lined by mesoderm. So mollusks are true coelomates. Insects or arthropoda are true coelomates, not pseudocoelomates. And flatworms are acoelomates, no body cavity. They don't have any kind of coeloms or body cavity. So this is the explanation for this question. So let's move to the next question. So I have given you for this question I have given you a very good table here, the table. So it will help you to remember. So platyhelminthes bilateral symmetry and they are acoelomate animals, and aschelminthes bilateral symmetry don't have they have pseudocoelomates. Annelida bilateral symmetry and they have true coelomates. They are true coelomates. Arthropoda bilateral symmetry and true coelomates. Mollusca bilateral symmetry, true coelomates. And Echinodermata radial symmetry, very important, and true, they have true coelomates. And Chordata bilateral symmetry, true coelomates. If you memorize these tables, it will help you in the NEET exams answering section. So this is the This is the explanation for this question. Very important question. Now question number 4 is very important question. So let's move to the next questions I'll give. So let's move to the next question. Okay, question number 5. So question number 5, which one of the following groups of animal is bilateral, symmetrical and triploblastic? So let's move to the next the previous tables which I have discussed. So bilateral symmetry, which group of animals have bilateral symmetry and triploblast? So Aschelminthes, roundworms, option B ctenophores, sponge, and option C sponges, and option D coelomates. So here the correct answer will be Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes or roundworms have bilateral symmetry and triploblastic. So the explanation: Aschelminthes are bilateral, symmetrical and triploblastic with pseudocoelom. They have pseudocoelom. And ctenophores and coelenterates are diploblastic and radially symmetrical. So, and sponges have cellular level of organization and are asymmetrical. So remember this explanation, it will be helpful for your examinations. So let's move to the next question. Question number 6. Metameric segmentation is characteristic of mollusk and chordata, platyhelminthes and arthropoda. And option C, echinoderm and annelida and arthropoda. So the correct answer will be annelida and arthropoda. So the correct explanation for this question is annelida and arthropoda is the correct answer. Metamerism, the body divided into repetitive segmentation both externally and internally. It is found in the annelid, arthropod and chordata. So, and in the chordata it will remain in the reduced form, so it is not so prominent, but it is present. So say metamerism is most prominent in the annelids and arthropods. So that is the explanation for your question. So let's move to the next question. Okay, let's move to the next question. Animals with bilateral symmetry in young stage. Okay, the animals have bilateral symmetry in the young stage, but radial pentamerous symmetry in the adult stage belong to the phylum. So it's definitely correct answer will be echinoderm. So explanation for this question, the correct answer echinoderm, and explanation for this question echinoderm. So echinoderms are bilateral symmetrical as their larva, but when it become adults, they developed radially symmetrical body symmetry and a key, which is a key evolutionary trait of this phylum. So this is the correct answer for this question. So let's move to the next question. So question number 8. Which of the following animals have scattered cells and cell tissue grade of organizations? Very simple question. So the correct answer for this question will be sponge, hydra, and three options: sponge, hydra, liver, fluke, and another Ascaris. So the correct answer will be the hydra. Explanation: hydra or cnidaria shows tissue level organization, cell arranged into tissue. The sponge have cellular level of organization, and liver, fluke, which is a platyhelminthes, and Ascaris is a Aschelminthes, shows organ system organ or system level organization. That is why this is the coelom. The next question, coelom. Next question, coelom, the body wall and coelom found between body wall and ectoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm, mesoderm and body wall, and mesoderm and ectoderm. So the correct answer is mesoderm and ectoderm will be the correct answer for this question. So explanations, the coelom is a, so if you know the definition, so coelom is a body cavity formed within mesoderm, hence lies between mesodermal layers between body wall derived from the mesoderm and ectoderm and gut wall endoderm. So this is the correct answer for this, correct explanation for this question. So let's move to the next question. So the next 10 question, 10. So this is the 10 question, but I'm telling you I have thousands questions. Literally I'm saying that I have 1000 questions on animal diverse kingdom, animal kingdoms. So I'll discuss one by one in this video series. So stay connected with this channel and subscribe these channels. And this question will help you crack the exam. So let's move to the next question. So besides annelida and arthropoda, the metamerism is exhibited by. So besides annelida and arthropoda, the metamerism is exhibited by. So 4 options are given. So read the 4 options. And chordata. So chordata have metamerism. So correct explanation, metamerism, body segmentations is found in annelida, arthropoda and chordata. In chordates, the segmentation is seen in muscles, nerves and vertebrae. So the correct answer for this question, this is the correct explanation for this question. So let's move to the next question. Bilaterally symmetrical and acylomate animals are exemplified by. So the correct answer, the 4 options are given. So these are the 4 options and you have to choose that. So bilateral symmetry and acylomates. So bilateral symmetry and acylomates are the platyhelminthes. So platyhelminthes, so explanation for this question is platyhelminthes are bilaterally symmetrical, bilateral symmetrical, triploblast and acylomates. So aschelminthes, pseudocoelomates, annelids have true coelom, and ctenophores are diploblastic and radially symmetrical. This is the explanations for this question. These are the 10 questions I have discussed. Another 10 question I'll discuss and finish the question. So let's matching is my favorite thing. So match the following columns and select the correct answer for this question. So 6 to 15 pair of gills, trigons, and these are the read yourselves and try to match, and I'll help you to so the 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits is present in cyclostomes. Heterocercal caudal fins is present in chondrichthyes, and air bladder is present in air bladder is present in osteichthyes, and poisonous stink is present in trigon. So this is the correct matching, and it has come in NEET 2020. So the correct answer is here option A. So the correct answer is option A. So explanation for this question. So 15 to 16 pairs of gill slits are present in cyclostome. Heterocercal caudal fin is present in chondrichthyes, and air bladder is present in osteichthyes or bony fish, and poisonous string is present in trigone. This is the explanations, and it will very helpful for your exam. So let's move to the next question. Question 13. Which of the following statements are true for phylum Chordata? So in Chordata, notochord extends from the head to the tail in adult. So this is definitely not correct. In vertebrata, notochord is present only during the embryonic stage, and central nervous system is dorsal and hollow. And option D, chordata is divided into 3 subphyla: hemichordata, tunicata, and cephalochordata. So 4 option A is given here. So the correct answer will be option B. So the explanation for this question is phylum Chordata is characterized by 4 diagnostic features, which are notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, and pharyngeal gill slits, and post-anal tail present at some life stage. So the statement B is correct, because in vertebrata the notochord persists only in the embryonic stage and is replaced by vertebral columns for structural supports. Option C is correct because central nervous systems in the chordate is uniquely positioned dorsally and is hollow tubular, enabling efficient neural signaling and distinguishing chordates from non-chordate with ventral solid nerval system. So this is the explanation for this answer. And why other options? The urochordate is not correct because the notochord is confined to the larval stage and absent in the adult. And option A is incorrect because chordata has 3 subphyla: urochordata, cephalochordata, and urochordata, cephalochordata, and vertebrata. Hemichordata is a non-chordate phylum. So this is the very good explanation for this question. So if you want PDF for this question, I'll give you PDF. So that, and the last one is here. I'll discuss just this question and I'll finish this. So here, so matching here also. So gregarious polyphagous pest is match with, it is a locust, and adult with radial symmetry and larva with bilateral symmetry. So it is Asterias. And C, book lungs is present in scorpion, and bioluminescence is present in Ctenophora. So the correct answer will be option B. So the correct answer here, option B. So the explanation for this question is locust, desert locust, phylum it belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. Gregarious means swarm forming, and polyphagous feeds on diverse plants, making it a major crop pest. Asterias, it is a starfish. It belongs to the chordata, Echinodermata. It belongs to the Echinodermata, has radial symmetry in adults but bilateral symmetry in the larval stage, and its larva called bipinnaria larva, illustrating the neurostrom anatomy. So scorpion, it belongs to the Arthropoda and possesses book lungs for its taste respiration. And Ctenophora have shows bioluminescence light emissions via luciferin reaction for camouflage or predation in the marine habitats. So other options mismatch because so this I will not go to the details explanation, but this is the explanation for your and for this question. So let's move to the next question here. The next question is next question. Okay, this is the question. Here you have to again matching, but column A option 3 are given and option these are the A. So Ophiura is matched with Echinodon and Physalia is matched with Coelenterate and Pinctada matched with Mollusk and Planaria matched with Platyhelminthes. So this is the question. This is the matching, and I'll explain this question. So Ophiura is a brittle star. It belongs to the Echinodermata, and Physalia is matched with Coelenterates, and Pinctada is a oyster mollusk, belongs to mollusk, and Planaria is a Platyhelminthes, a free living Platyhelminthes. So this is the explanation for this question. So I have many more questions to discuss, but I want to discuss. So let's discuss this question also. Which of the following animal does not undergo metamorphosis? So earthworm, tunicates, moth, and starfish. So the correct answer will be the arthropods. So metamorphosis involves distinct larval. So explanation is metamorphosis involves distinct larval and adult form with structural habitat changes. Earthworms hatch as a mini adults and grow via molting without dramatic transformations, unlike tunicates, moths, and starfish. So that's why the arthropods will be the correct answer for this question. So this is the explanation for this question. So I'm going to finish these discussions today. For till now, I'll come up with another good questions on the animal kingdoms that since so discuss. So bye, tata for this.